to consider this matter. Right, Honourable Speaker, that was the premise for that. And every reason to end this matter in a manner that the public does expect us to end it, right, Honourable Speaker. Right, Honourable Speaker, before I delve into my response to the Minister's statement, I wish to state and remind ourselves of the role and duty of the legislature in situations like these. Right, Honourable Speaker, Parliament, through its legislative mandate, molds the legal framework and shields the rights of every citizen, ensuring that the most vulnerable among us are protected and nurtured. Parliament, as the embodiment of the collective will of the people, brings human rights to reality. Right, Honourable Speaker and colleagues, we must make it clear to everyone that our walkout and break from plenary activities was triggered by the continued indolence of government to address the most pressing and transgressing issues that affect our people and undermine their worth and dignity. That is something we couldn't withstand in an environment where our people's concerns are not prioritized. We demand answers, accountability, action taken, and redress for the violations, right, Honourable Speaker. The government should take full responsibility for its citizens as espoused in the international and national legal frameworks to which we subscribe, right, Honourable Speaker. Right, Honourable Speaker, like the previous statements on the issue, the government has again taken a defensive approach to matters in which it is supposed to take a lead role in investigating and finding redress to the public outcry. It is not right and proper, right, Honourable Speaker, for the government to merely dismiss issues summarily without giving due regard to the overwhelming evidence presented at various fora. Besides the condescending style and language used in the Minister's speech, right, Honourable Speaker, we have found his statement to be extremely disparaging, detached, and frosty to the victims and their respective families. It should stand rejected in its inadequate stance, right, Honourable Speaker. With a view to keeping our focus on the substantive issues, I will not respond to the assertions that are apparently intended to divert us, right, Honourable Speaker. On another day, we shall indulge in the figures and rankings of our country on an international scale, in as far as human rights are concerned. That's not for today. As for now, let us first discuss the issues of disappearances and arbitrary killings in which the government is not only implicated, but has also failed to conduct and present to the public comprehensive findings. I hope in that regard, the Minister will be proud that the 18 missing persons are isolated incidents, not warranting state intervention. Right, Honourable Speaker and colleagues, I'm sure most of us were here at the return of multi-party politics in Uganda. I can certainly state that it was never the decision of the ruling government to reverse the movement system. It was the decision of the people, and this did not come on a silver platter. Most of us are not strangers to these processes. I know for a fact, like most of us do, that this has never dawned on the ruling party that other political parties and actors deserve space or even a right to advance their ideas. Prime Minister, to raise the microphone and say that government has failed to understand their duty in this matter, then the House will take a decision. It has nothing to do with the vote in this House.
Honourable members, maybe before we continue, me and Honourable Mpuuga and Honourable Taeva will want to meet the Human Rights Commission on Monday in my boardroom. If the institutions of this government are not working, then we will send these institutions back to the sender. Because you cannot say that the chairperson has a problem. How? If she's not working, let's get her out. We have the powers. Huh? Mpuuga, bear with me, and that is.
But we reached out to the families, put them in a vehicle, and took them to the commission. And they pointed to people that were saying they have never seen them. They said, you came home, we saw you, why are you denying our existence? So, Right Honourable Speaker, this commission is so disabled in the circumstances to deal with this matter. It is conflicted. It has been negotiating financial settlement, Right Honourable Speaker. The chairperson is a brazenly partisan, Right Honourable Speaker, with due respect. Right Honourable Speaker, secondly,
with the Human Rights Commission, okay?
Why are you fearing
Honourable members, we are giving this responsibility to Human Rights Commission, and we will have a meeting with them before we give them the assignment. And they must report to this House, report to Parliament as prescribed by the law. Next item. Next prayer.
So they are not one-off. Consistently, there have been arguments. Therefore, we want to implore the government side to find it within their powers to appoint a judicial service.
And the Deputy Chief Justice and the DPP. We shall work together as judiciary, work backwards, and see if there are people who have spent a period longer than they ought to on remand, then they will be released.
These people with our own negative interventions. I pray that...
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. One, get a select committee, and then the other one get the line committee. I'm going to put a question.
I have to clarify, I've been misrepresented on the record, Madam. Specialized the job. And we have done it before. And that one is done by none other than the person we trust most in this House. It is you, the Speaker. Madam, sit in that chair, take that decision, appoint this select committee. For those other issues that we cannot agree on as politicians, let us refer them. Indeed, I am very happy the Honourable Minister for Justice has come out to say that as government, and I quote him, we are stuck naked on the issue of human rights. Now, I want all of us to wash ourselves clean. Let's appoint a committee that is purely professional, that is devoid.
Even identify the driver of the police vehicle. Regarding the girl who died, there was no attempt at all to cover up.
On persons being detained without trial, we want a government commitment that you're going to make a follow-up. Make a follow-up. Yes. I mean, make a follow-up and see what can be done.
Right Honourable Speaker, we shall verify and if found true, take appropriate action.
Ekirowoozo kyaffe ekikulu ffe okutegeera obugazi bw'ensonga eno. Mu ntandikwa baagamba nti waliwo batategedde ne babiddamu era mu ngeri etamatiza bye tukozeeko ennyongereza olwaleero. Naye bwe bawuliriza ennyongeza gye tukoze ne bye bazzeemu kyongera okutegeeza nti bannaffe bano si beetegefu kumaliriza nsonga eno mu bwangu obwetaagisa, okunnyonnyola abantu abaabuzibwawo, okunnyonnyola abantu abaatemulwa, okunnyonnyola abantu abali mu makomera nga tibawoza, n'ensonga zonna zetwaleeta mu palamenti. Palamenti byesazeewo olwaleero si bikomeredde.
era olunaku lw'enkya tugenda kutuulanga caucus opposition okutunula mu nsonga zonna ezibaddewo mu palamenti. Ekirungi ky'amateeka gafuga palamenti gatukkiriza okukomyawo ensonga yonna gitalinako bumativu. Ekimu ku byo akakiiko k'eddembe ly'obuntu tukkiriza nti kaliwo mu linnya, naye mu mbeera gye kalimu tekalina busobozi kuggusa nsonga eno, nga ne ssentebe waako yennyini akulaga nti ebigenda mu maaso byamuzitowako, tesobola mutika mugugu mulala ate kulemererwa na kuva mu kifo. So ensonga tukyagiriko eya Human Rights Commission okuba nti terina busobozi na mbavu za nganga nsonga eno. Ekyokubiri yalaga nti fayiro zino yaziggalawo, zagisobera dda, newana amagezi abantu abamu bateese ne gavumenti baweeyo ko kasente. Kati tusobola kuwa commission yemu budde ate maliye bannayuganda ebiseera, y'ensonga tugenda gikomyawo mu ddiiro palamenti gyemu egitunuleko. Ensonga ey'okutobera eddembe ly'obuntu ku nnyanja n'okutta abantu tugenda kutunula mu terms of reference oba ku by'okugoberera palamenti byenaawa obukiiko obubiri sipiika bwayogeddeko. Binaaba mativu n'okutwekamu ebyo twagala bagoberere nga banaabikkiriza, tujja kuba tukkaanya engeri gye kanaakolamu kawewe n'ekiseera ekyessalira, kubanga abantu abafiirwako abantu baabwe n'okwonoona ebintu byabwe bagumiikiriza ekimala kyakyasobola kugumiikiriza kusingako awo. So n'olwekyo ensonga zino n'eya ssaabawolereza wa gavumenti gy'agambye nti agenda kugoberera abasibe abali mu makomera, tugenda kudda twagala ssaabawolereza awe palamenti obudde bayagala okukoleramu ekyo. Abantu abali mu makomera emyaka 3-4 nga tebawoza tosobola bagamba nti tugenze kutunula mu bantu bano tulindeyo n'omwaka omulala era nga bakyalinze.
Human Rights Commission ekyokubiri kyekyokuba nti nno Attorney General agenda kwatagana n'ebitongole ebisigaddemu ebyobulamuzi okusobola okulaba nti nno batunulira abantu abali mu makomera bani abaliyo nga tebawozesebwa, oluvannyuma basobole okubeera nga baleeta lisiti eyo tulabe nga bateebwa. Ekyokusatu kyekyokuba nti akakiiko ka palamenti akanoonyereza ku nsonga z'eddembe ly'obuntu kagenda kuddamu katuule kanoonyereze ku nsonga ezo.
And as a country we need to give attention to improving the fisheries sector, because the local fisherman tries in all ways to make sure that they give taxes to the country. They try, but I think what we need to do is to make sure that fisheries sector is well funded so that the fishermen are supported with the fishing gears, they are supported in their groups. Some of them have got circles, and I can really admit we have not been